going on, boys? It's Daddy Big here, and I want to welcome you back to the series where I just talk about random garbage. And today, I kind of last week, right? I got a little sentimental, a little into it, talking about whether or not make this channel was really a possibility, and just kind of generally how to know if you're gonna be able to do something. I guess in a basic sense, I'd recommend watching it. I can't get I can't explain it much better than I did then. But today I just kind of wanted to talk about this closely related idea of success, and how am I gonna know when I'm successful and what even is success? Because for a lot of people, and sensibly so, it's about money. Because you need to have a house, support your significant other or family or yourself and all of that stuff. And, I want to have a future with a girl and live with someone and start a family and all of those things. And to do that, I need, income. And I guess it's just like, is that truly how we should be quantifying our success in life? Because, I joke a lot as I've said a million times, the budding musician, and now I suppose a budding YouTuber. I say a lot, I joke in real life a lot about, making money isn't going to be part of the picture for me. And that is bleak, but, in a sense, that's something I've always had to keep realistic for myself. And something my parents have always told me is, that I should do, my parents have always told me from a young age that I should do what I love, right? But, more and more recently, they've been telling me that I need to do something that I can make a living with. Do something that you love, but find a way to do it in a fashion that brings you sustainability in life, And the problem with that, the problem with that sentiment is that I have a lot of future ahead of me, and I frankly have no idea what the money-making end goal is going to be for me, Because at this point in my life, everything is so open-ended that I couldn't tell you how it is I'm going to be making my money, Am I going to be working, odd jobs on the side? Am I going to get an internship? Am I going to become a professor? Am I going to be a YouTuber? I have truly no idea where that part of success in life will come from me. And another thing too is that, the other thing too is that, I want to be with someone, and there's the chance that my partner will make more money than me, and that's kind of just something I've always been to terms with, but I think it's kind of an interesting discussion, maybe for another video. But kind of getting back to what success really is, I want to talk about my teacher, one of my best friends too, right? What he told me is that in order to, that you are successful in a job, you have a good job when you have two of three things. Either you like what you're doing, you like the people you're doing it with, or you make money. And as a musician, he always loved what he was doing and loved who he was doing it with. And, for him now, the money is starting to come. And I guess for me, that's something that resonates with me because, like I've said, that money isn't, it's an unknown, The only thing I know right now is that I do love what I do, and that I do love the people I'm around. And for me, that's always been enough, because I'm not at the point yet where making money is a life or death situation, So it's just, I guess, and here's the thing too, right? How am I going, in these fields, music and YouTube and all of this stuff, being a creator, right? How can you tell when you've made it? At what point have you made it? Because I've had success in these things before. I've had big victories for myself and recognition from other people, but what does that mean? You know? What does that mean? And I guess this is just going to be something I am going to have to figure out as my life progresses. I'm going to have to learn how I can be successful. But to me, I think I'm going to be relying on my teacher's wisdom that as long as in his words, I suppose, as long as I love what I'm doing and love who I'm doing it with, then the money will come. And I guess, like I said in the last video, I can't tell the future. The only thing I can do is focus on right now. And for me, my passion, my drive for what I'm doing, the joy that I get from this simple satisfaction of creating, kindling that and keeping that alive at all costs is what is going to make me successful. If I can harness this drive and this love for what I'm doing, then I hope, I dare to hope that my love for what I do will be infectious and that other people will see that and want to be a part of it. And that's really all I can hope for. And, I guess that does mean that really, at the end of the day, the only thing I can do is just keep doing what I'm doing, but never stay in the same spot. Always keep moving forward. You know what I mean? I guess, because if there's one thing I've learned, it's that success can build up in small ways. And for me, especially with music, I think, music has taught me that doing something takes a tremendous amount of dedication. I can sit down and write a few notes, get some chords, make a melody or two, but getting all of these different bits and fragments and particles and putting it together into a complete song, anyone can say they want to write music, but to have the ability to take that inspiration and mold it into something that is truly meaningful, that is truly a finished product, is what I imagine sets people apart. So for me, the only thing I can do is just continue trying my best. I guess saying that now, it sounds cliche, but I guess the question of what will be success for me? I guess that success is just going to be something I have to find for myself every single day, And as much as my parents urge me to find a way to make money, I don't know where that's going to come from. And for now, the only thing I can do is just, like I said last week, this YouTube thing is a spark for me. I dare to hope that there's a possibility here, and it makes me passionate. And I guess for me as a creator, it's always just been following what is making me inspired at the time. So for me, I'll just continue following whatever it is that inspires me. And I hope you all can do the same and find out what's success for you. Because it's something different for everyone, and I'm sure of that. So I want to thank you guys for listening. I'll see you in the next one.